Realistic Shooter here, and I am back for part 2 of my introduction. If you have not seen part 1, that's okay. I would encourage you to watch it, but the fact is, if you haven't seen part 1, you don't really need to see it to watch this one. This is my Survivor Series predictions. Last video is basically my introduction. So yeah. That was my debut, part 1, in the YWC, my second debut. I had an old channel before. Stopped doing that because I got tired of wrestling. Decided to start over the new channel. Because, I don't know, there was a time when I got tired of wrestling. I stopped doing videos. I decided to do it again. I start again, but I'm going to start with this channel. So yeah, so like I said, this is Survivor Series predictions. You know, lots of people are saying that this probably is just going to be an okay pay-per-view. It's going to be, well, they're saying it shouldn't be a filler pay-per-view, and that the build-up wasn't as good as it should have been, but I actually, I'm looking forward to this a lot. I cannot wait for Survivor Series. And there is three. I'll say 3 reasons for that. 1, I like Team Orton versus Team Barrett. That's good. I like what they're doing with that. 2, CM Punk versus Alberto Del Rio. That's probably the main reason. If you haven't seen my other video, if you saw my other video, you would know that CM Punk is my favorite superstar. So, him winning that belt would be awesome. I'll get into the matches in a minute, but that's the second reason. Third reason really is just United States Championship match, which, if you haven't heard, it's going to be John Morrison versus Dolph Ziggler. So, I'm going to start with, you know what, I'll just start with John Morrison versus Dolph Ziggler. Basically, here's the thing. I feel like if Ziggler loses this belt, he won't look any more uncredible. He won't look... basically what I'm saying is I don't think it'll hurt him in any way if he loses this belt, to be honest. However, if Morrison loses this match, could be fatal for his career, to be honest with you, because right now it's not looking so good for him. So who do I think will win? John Morrison. Who do I want to win? John Morrison. I think John Morrison is the guy to win this, and like I said, if Morrison loses, I don't feel like it's going to affect his career in any way. Many people are saying that he's going to be in the main event soon, even if for a brief time. I think I would agree with that. I think he will be in the main event. He will hold the WWE Championship. Maybe not soon, but I mean, if it is soon, then that's fine. Ziggler as a main eventer would be good. Plus, Raw is already lacking main event. I was thinking maybe when or if CM Punk wins the WWE Championship from Del Rio, that Ziggler maybe could be one of the challengers eventually. I'm not saying right off the bat, but you know what I mean. Eventually that he would come across Ziggler and they would have a match. I think the first person Punk would probably face would be, well, probably The Miz. I mean, thing is, Ziggler, I feel like he needs to be in the main event on Raw, because right now you don't got many people in the main event to challenge the WWE Champion. There was literally no one but Punk that could challenge Alberto Del Rio. No one else not only could beat him, or could I see challenging him. If Morrison were a main eventer, then maybe, but he's not. Plus, I feel if Morrison won this, that would just make him look more credible. because he's been on quite the losing streak. quite the burial over the last couple of months. So Morrison for the win, because I think he really needs it. I really do. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about Team Orton versus Team Barrett. Well, I think, or you know what, I want Team Barrett to win. I believe they can win. But the thing is, when you're going up against people that never lose, like Sheamus and Randy Orton, it kind of gets iffy. I don't know if you have noticed, but Sheamus hasn't lost in a long time, fairly, and neither has Orton. So, actually, I think he lost to Cody Rhodes, but I don't think it was fair. I think Cody Rhodes hit him with his mask. And I know Wade Barrett did beat Orton, but that was not cleanly. So notice when I say cleanly. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of iffy, like I said. I want Barrett to win. And you know what? Barrett's team probably will win. However, I don't think it'll hurt any of their careers if they lose. Except maybe for Jack Swagger, because his career is just a downward spiral, unfortunately. But yeah, if they are trying to give Wade Barrett a legitimate push, like it looks like they're doing, then hopefully his team will win. Because right now, Wade Barrett, I know it was only one episode, but Wade Barrett has just got a push when he stood up to Randy Orton on Friday Night Smackdown. And you know what? I'm just going to throw it out there right now. I think Wade Barrett is a legitimate contender to win the Money in the Bank, to win Royal Rumble 2012. I really do. I think he could win it. Sheamus, maybe? Sheamus could win Royal Rumble. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I would pick Cody Rhodes to win it, but I don't think that's going to happen. Even though Cody Rhodes is kind of more over than Wade Barrett is right now. So hopefully, basically what I'm saying is, hopefully they're not just teasing us with this whole Wade Barrett main eventer idea that they have going. So, yeah, I guess overall I'm just going to go with Team Barrett. I actually think somehow they're going to find a way to pull it off. I don't know how, but that's just what I think. As far as the Divas Championship goes, Beth Phoenix versus Eve. I wouldn't fool yourselves. In fact, in my opinion, I don't think Eve really stands a chance. However, it is a lumberjack, or I guess with Divas it's lumberjill. If it is a lumberjill match, then something could happen where the other Divas could screw Beth Phoenix over. That's possible. I wouldn't be surprised about that. However, I do think Beth Phoenix overall will retain. But the thing with Divas is, right now, there's only like a few that they're featuring right now. Honestly, there's Eve, Natalya, Beth Phoenix, Kelly, and Alicia Fox, really. That's pretty much it. The only thing that I could think right now that would possibly save the Divas division is if 1, Beth Phoenix retains, 2, Layla returns and feuds with Beth Phoenix as a face. That would be very interesting. So, hopefully Layla returns. She's my favorite diva, by the way. Yeah. Overall, I think Beth Phoenix is going to retain without a doubt. Let's see. There is the World Heavyweight Championship match. Big Show is most likely going to end up losing this. Enough said. I don't think he's going to win this. Now, of course, anything's possible, But realistically speaking, Mark Henry is going to end up winning this match. Why? Well, for one, nothing, think about it. With Big Show, I don't know who he would really feud with once he has the belt for a while. Yeah, Mark Henry at first, he'd continue the feud with him into TLC probably. But I don't know who else he would feud with. Maybe they could do... I don't want to see Randy Orton feuding with him. I don't know, but really that's the only person that could. Maybe Christian. I doubt Wade Barrett. That would be kind of boring, Wade Barrett and Big Show. So, I'm predicting Mark Henry to win this. But, you know what? If Big Show wins, I'm not going to complain because I actually want Big Show to win this. I just think it's more realistic that Mark Henry would win. So, there you go. Now, there's two more matches I'm going to talk about. As far as John Cena and The Rock versus The Awesome Truth, screw that. I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about that last. I know most people would. But to me, CM Punk versus Alberto Del Rio means more than The Rock versus Cena does. Or Rock teaming with Cena does. Because quite frankly, them teaming isn't going to have anything to do with their match at Mania. So I don't see why they're even teaming in the first place. But whatever. The other day, before I start talking about their match, the other day I was thinking about something. If, let's just say, Cena were to attack The Rock. Think about this. If Cena were to attack The Rock, he'd automatically turn heel. However, if The Rock were to attack Cena, then that would just make The Rock a bigger face. You know what I mean? I don't get this at all. And quite frankly, to be honest with you, The Rock is kind of acting like a heel right now. Because, I don't know, he's kind of being a jerk. He really is. If you watch it, I'm not trying to insult Cena or anything, but I mean, if you watch it, it almost seems like he's the bully. He's making fun of Cena. I mean, I don't know. He just seems like a bully to me in this scenario. He just seems like the bully. Yet, if he were to attack Cena, he would be more over as a face. He would seem more like a face. Not to me, to the audience. I don't understand that, but that's exactly what would happen. That's what's funny about it. So, whatever. The fact of the matter is, I think, I don't care what anyone says, I think the Awesome Truth is going to find a way to win this. Now, The Rock and Cena are probably going to end up winning, but I would like the Awesome Truth to win just so they can get over a bit. Yeah, that's about it. I just think somehow I just feel like they might win. The Awesome Truth. I mean, they've been like looking like douchebags this last month. They've been looking like they're nothing. So I would say that maybe they'll win this. Alright. Now I'm going to talk about the main event. The Rock and Cena is probably going to be the main event. What I would like to be the main event, CM Punk versus Alberto Del Rio for the WWE Championship. Now here's my problem with this. I love the match. Obviously, CM Punk versus Del Rio. CM Punk's my favorite wrestler. And he's facing for the WWE Championship that hopefully he will win. But my problem is, why didn't they make this a submission match? If they're going to feature the Anaconda Vice more, I feel like they should have made this a submission match. I mean, for God's sake, Alberto Del Rio's finisher is a submission, and Punk's signature is a submission, the Anaconda Vice. So I don't get why they wouldn't make this a submission match, but whatever. The fact is, I think Alberto Del Rio is going to retain here and then face Punk at TLC, where Punk will make the WWE Championship finally mean something again. Anyway, that was my predictions. I'll catch you guys later. Hopefully I'll buy the pay-per-view. I'm not really sure. but because I'm kind of broke right now. I spent the last of my money on Modern Warfare 3 and renewing my Xbox Live Gold account, but hopefully I'll be able to buy it. I will make a review whether I buy it or not, so I'll catch you guys later.